Morning. Wednesday, May the 3rd. I haven't done anything on this really. This is my Kioti tractor, a CS2210. I believe it's 22 horsepower, 4-foot bucket. Few things I want to go over. I'm just doing the 50-hour service now. First point is engine oil filter. There is a break, and depending on before or after serial number, it's a different filter. So if you're getting an oil filter for this machine, make sure you got your serial number with you and mention it, because there is two choices. The smaller one does not fit, so you either need the bigger filter or the smaller filter. A few things. What is the side lights on the ROPS? That's what I did there. I put one of these button lights in instead of that side mount. They still illuminate. They do their job roughly, but I can't wipe them off like the first one in the first 10 minutes I run the machine. Checking transmission oil. There's a cap right here. There's your fluid level check, and we'll get to that right away. And there's the fill. That fills hydraulic and transmission. There's a hydrostatic filter, transmission filter as well, and a fuel filter which is located behind this left rear wheel. I don't know if you can see it. I can. There it is right there. Okay. When you're changing the oil, the HST filter especially, that would be this monster right here. Now I've got a major spill going on because I wasn't prepared for it, and this little oil drain isn't quite the unit to use, but it's all I got. This filter, when you loosen it, will proceed to empty the entire transmission case. Be prepared. It takes what's it take? 3 gallons of oil. So just keep that in mind. 3.8, maybe 4 gallons of oil. Let's see. Yes, the hydraulic oil filter is right up here. There is an inspection or a guard that I had to remove to access it. It goes right here. That's the guard for the filter, and it'll make more of a mess if you don't remove it. And it's only 4 12mm bolts that aren't that tight. Now let's get on to the machine itself. I find it very light in the back. If you have a bucket on it and you're doing any amount of, let's call it heavy lifting, I strongly suggest you find some sort of a ballast box. I haven't done it yet, but I'm working on it. My block heater cord, seeing as I don't use the brake, I put the block heater cord where it's easily accessible. Now my seat. When I first got on this machine and used it a few times, turned around to back up, my knee would tag this key and bend it. And I wasn't comfortable with the height. So it isn't much, but all I did was add a 1x2 that raised the seat up an inch and back maybe an inch and a half, and 2 little blocks under these things here. And if you didn't know, there's a power point under the seat. Starting wise, everybody that's had one of these machines know they're just rough to start. It's typical. Well, let's turn on this light to show you. So those LEDs are quite bright, quite obvious. You can see them from behind at night, so it's not that big a deal. Okay. I don't know if any of you have had this issue, and I got my light under the other side, so I'll show you. This machine was ungodly slow in reverse. And this is something I've been wanting to share with everybody because you need to know. So my solution was to get on it, lay underneath, and watch what the pedals did to see why it was so terribly slow. And I made an interesting discovery. I'm gonna see if I can duplicate it here. Where are we? I don't have a light. There it is. Light in your eyes. Sorry about that. That's not metal. That is. Okay. Now, when the pedal goes into reverse, it would... There it is. Right there. I remember now. When you step on the reverse pedal, and I'm trying to do this one-handed. Okay, reverse pedal, like that. Now if you see this lever right here, it comes up and it touches. Before, this piece here would stop it. So you would have about that much travel in reverse. It was disgusting. So I got in here with my grinder and I cut a little notch out. It's like just to this side. I don't know why it was like that, but now reverse is way more tolerable. Oh, I see I got grease fittings right there. I'm gonna get on those next. Yes, so there's greasing to do yet. Check over a few things. Check your loader frame bolts while you're in here. Your motor mount bolts. Make sure the motor mount bolts aren't coming out. This machine had 2 water pump failures due to bad motor mounts. That's what I was told when I bought it. And they're quite truthful with me, so. The boys over at St. Andrew's Parts and Power were really good to deal with. Manitoba, of course, so. It's a little dusty. Weather's improved, so I will get in here and probably give it a bath soon enough. I don't like my machines all this dirty, but this time of year it is. 10 hours on the loader frame for greasing, which typically your average user forgets. And I'm suspecting I might have a leak. Yep, right there. I got a leaking fitting. A little puddle on the floor, so that might explain why I end up with air in there once in a while. Anyway, fuel consumption wise, it's not bad. Again, I've only put 50 hours on it, 49 and a half. It's really given me no trouble other than miserable to start when it's really cold, hence the block heater, which is fine. What else is there? Not much. I gotta pull the air filter out and service it, which is right there. Excuse me. And my bucket modification. So, hooks. Utilize either for tie downs, or if I want to use ratchet straps, I got the D-rings. They've come in handy. This, of course, is a chunk off of an old trailer receiver. I have a fork attachment that I made that also fits the rear on the 3-point hitch for lifting, carrying. You got to be mindful. It does not lift that much. Just because if you're out with the forks 4 feet out, you lose a lot of lifting capacity. This chunk of angle iron is only held on with 2 bolts, and I haven't had any issues with flex. It does not budge at all, and it's about 5/16 of an inch thick. I wanted something tough, so that's what I built, and I'm very happy with it. I guess all in all, that's it for now. Be mindful of your ROPS when you got it up. It won't fit in a 7-foot door. So, and it, of course, barely fits under my hoist. The hood is up. It's good. This is my attachment for the trailer hitch. This plugs into the bucket, that square receiver in the bucket, and my forks fit in these tubes. This has been very, very handy. I have a storage business, so when I'm moving pontoon boats, camper trailers, small boats and anything, you just roll up to it and you pick it up, and most of them are all so tongue heavy you don't have to latch them. Tandem trailers you must latch, or they go bye-bye, especially if you're on a slope, so keep that in mind as well. Again, as usual, this is out of sorts for me on my channel, but this is kind of part of what I do. Is I've got a tractor, I got a storage business, I got an auto repair business, I'm restoring cars, you name it. So, as usual, I'd like to thank you both for watching, and please feel free to comment, and subscribing is free. If there's more add-ons that I build for this tractor, I do plan on building some things like a little step for easier access, some tool carrying things, all stuff that's going to be needed on this machine as I use it, and it's just going to adapt as required. So, that being said, I'm going to shut it down for now. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.